Today on Tikifire Video Game Reviews, Gamerz Tek 8-bit Entertainment System NES Console Clone. Hello, Tikifire here with a new channel that's going to be part of Tikifire's Retro Clubhouse. And this is going to be Tikifire Game Reviews. And I plan on doing a lot of game reviews as part of reviews for the channel here on YouTube. And the first one is going to be on actually a game system that I just picked up recently. This is the Gamerz Tek 8-bit Entertainment System. Yes, this is a NES game console clone. And I wanted to open it up and then hook this thing up and then take a look at it and we'll check it out. First, let's look at the box. It's got a real nice classic NES look to the box. The top shows what the console looks like. The end says 8-bit Entertainment System, flashback to a bygone age. And the back shows what you get. You get an RCA cable. You get a AC adapter, and you get two very NES retro looking controllers. It says when using a flat screen TV, which is what I'm going to use, please change your TV's video format / aspect ratio to 4:3 for fast viewing. Be sure to change back to 16:9 when done playing. For placing game cartridge in console, clean it using rubbing alcohol with a Q-tip, cotton cloth, etc. Do not blow in game cartridge. That's interesting. On all those old NES games, you always had to blow on the old console. Now, a lot of people wonder about these things, and I've owned two different console clones before this. I owned one that was I believe it was called a Retro Dual. That one worked okay. It didn't play every game I wanted it to play, and the sound was awful on it. And I recently had a Retron 5 that was a pretty neat console, but just for my purposes, it really didn't work well. I mean, I liked the fact that it was HDMI, but it was basically just an emulator, and it was real wonky, and a lot of games just did not read on it, no matter how much I cleaned them. And the worst part was the pins were real chintzy and flimsy and would bend with extreme ease. So I got rid of that thing. And I picked this up because I've been seeing some videos talking about it. I believe it was Retro Gamer 81 was talking about it. And he gave it a pretty good review. So I thought I'd give this a try. I found it on eBay. Gamerz Tek was selling it on there. And they were selling it for $16, $10 shipping. So $26 total. So not bad for something like this. Now this says on here it's made in China. Here it is. It looks a lot, the colors look a lot like the old NES console, but it's way smaller. If anything, this resembles the top loader NES 101. I used to have one of those too. And the biggest problem on that one was you had to run it through an RF adapter. There was no way to hook it up to RCA or Super S-Video adapter or anything like that. So you always got these nasty lines on it, especially on newer TVs like our flat screen we're going to be using today. So this is what it comes with. It comes with these RCA cables, one for audio, one for video. Let's put that in there. And the other end goes to your TV, and it's color coded for you. Amazing. And it's only got one audio because these things were not stereo. It does have these nice doors at the top, as you can see. Bright new pins. Let's see how this one holds up. Another problem I had with the Retron 5 was it was super tight, and that was what was bending the pins up. I had to go in and manually bend some back at one point, and after I did that I was kind of down on the whole thing. Didn't want to mess with it anymore. I did like the fact that it saved your game states when you quit playing. But yeah, it was just too much hassle, honestly. I wanted something that would play games. Now, this one will play regular American NES games, but is also supposed to play the Japanese games too, the Famicom games. I don't have any Famicom games. I do have a Super Famicom game, so we'll have to take a look at it later when I'm reviewing a different console that I picked up recently. So here's the G8-bit. You plug this in there. In the front are your ports for your controllers. It's got a reset button and a power button and a nice little LED. Let's take a look at one of the controllers. We'll test that out too when we start testing. These things are wrapped nicely. Lots of plastic protecting these things. And these fun little doodads. There we go. And they give you a pretty good amount of cord. Not too bad. I think that's about like the old Nintendo ones. And man, this controller is dead on, just like the old Nintendo was as far as looks. Get it out of the package here so you can see. Wow, that looks almost dead on just like it. And it doesn't have the texture the old Nintendo controller sticker had there. It was more of a rough texture. The graphics on it are dead on, and except it would have said Nintendo here in this corner. It is a little lighter plastic. It doesn't weigh as much as the old one. It's got the arrows on the D-pad here. A B buttons, select and start. Alright, I got it all hooked up. I'm going to try a Spy Hunter game first and see how this looks. Here's the console. It does have notches there. Got power. And I'm going to hook this into the front. This into the front here. This is the controller that came with it. Set that up there. And I got my TV remote. I'm going to switch the input. It looks like we're coming through video too. Let's see. Well, let me pause it and make sure I got the hookup right. And after fiddling with it a little bit, I had to go to a different input. Turn the volume up here so we can see. Whoops. Okay, I'm not very good at Spy Hunter, obviously. Okay, those cars you gotta bump off. Let's see. Ah, and you gotta avoid hitting the other cars, alright? Ah. It does have some lines to it. Not sure what's going on there. Well, it obviously works. Let's try adjusting the... Let me pause this while I adjust the TV a little. Alright, I adjusted the picture. Let's see if that looks any better. It's still got some lines to it. Weird. Now that may be an artifact of the TV itself. I'm not really sure. The sound's okay. Turn it up a little bit louder, maybe you can hear it. I'm not sure if these lines coming through are just, artifact of the cheap cables that are included. Maybe if I use some that have some shielding, maybe it won't do that. And the sound is really good on this. This has some of the best sound I've heard on a Chrome console. That's definitely true. I was really bummed out about the Retron 5 not really living up to expectations. Because the look, the picture on it was crystal clear.
The sound was pretty decent on it. Alright, we're getting some power up here. Ooh, I got machine guns. Check it out. Ah, not anymore. Oh, I still got him. Okay. I'm stuck between. Oh, weirdly enough, the lines are only there when I'm on the road. Let me try a different game, and we'll see. Also have Bible Adventures. Ooh, the fake Nintendo sort of. Let's try that. See if that works. Oh, it does. Oh, the picture on this looks nice. Let's see. Let's see how it looks in the actual game. Yeah, I know. Noah flooding the ark. Oh, that looks really good, actually. It's not quite as good as the HDMI, of course, on the Retron 5, but this looks pretty good considering it's crap. Come on, Noah. Ooh, that doesn't look so good. That's supposed to be his arc. That's supposed to be brown. This may be an artifact of my TV, I don't know. Let me try it fixing this. Alright, so I did some picture adjustments on my TV. Let's see if this looks any better. This game, the colors are off for some reason. I don't know if that's because I'm on an LED TV. Although it did work on the Retron, so... Or if it's just this Bible Adventures cartridge, perhaps, because it's not a real Nintendo cartridge. Now, if that's got something to do with it. That's making this almost... I mean, you can still play it, but you gotta kind of know what's going on. If you can't see, there's a door there you should be able to see. You can't see it. I'll tell you what, let me try one other cartridge. I've got Batman from the movie. This is Batman the video game. Let's try it. So far, so good. There we go. Started glitching a little there, but just hit start. This seems awful dark. That may be part of the problem. Maybe it's too dark. I did adjust some things on my TV, but not sure. Wow, that is awful dark. This is a hard game, but it's fun. As you can see, this isn't a bad little console for a... Your mileage may vary with this. You may be able to get the colors a little better. I'm going to have to play with mine a little bit and see if I can fix the colors. With some games, it's going to be just too dark and you're going to miss things. This one, I don't think is supposed to be that dark. Anyways, this is Tikifire. I hope you enjoyed this review. I would recommend for 26 bucks you can pick one of these up. You can play a lot of these old games. And, you know, I'm going to fiddle with the TV, see if I can fix it. Fix the colors a little bit. And nothing else, I may end up buying an old TV to stick in my library and play them on it. Just a regular CRT. Well, thanks for watching. Please stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to have more toy reviews, more video reviews, more book reviews, and some more game reviews. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.